with Officer Brandon McKay. We did a consent bond previously, or a fast track on that one. Can that officer be excused as well?
I'm sorry, which case?
Brandon McKay is on LaTanya Thomas.
Okay, yes, I remember Thomas, yes.
Okay, Officer McKay, you're excused. Thank you.
Thank you. I believe I may have one or two other cases as well.
Okay, all right, well, hold on. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, good morning, everyone. We are live, streaming via YouTube. My name is Judge Tamika West. I'm a Magistrate Court Judge in Clayton County. I will be presiding over the county's preliminary hearing this morning, sitting by designation for Superior Court. As I call the calendar, please make your announcements. After the conclusion of the calendar, I will allow the parties to confer with either counsel or their client. We still have a few more people coming into the virtual hearing room, so I will let them in as we proceed. The first case we have on the calendar is LaMarcus Antoine Barnett.
State's ready.
This is Tiffany Pleasant. I need to pre-try the case with my client.
Okay.
And just there's a co-defendant on that case, Taiwan Ivy.
Yes, I have that. Thank you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Next case, State of Georgia versus Taiwan LaTroy Bush.
State's ready.
Rhonda Hill for Mr. Bush. Judge West, I'd like to pre-try that with my client.
Okay. State of Georgia versus Elise Collier.
State's ready.
I'm going to speak to the state, see if we can't work out a bond on that one.
I also noticed on the calendar, I'm not certain if it was the same for ADA of Freeman's calendar, your calendar, but there was a charge missing from Mr. Collier's on the calendar.
Yes, that's correct. He should have an armed robbery as well.
Charge.
Yes, he should have an armed robbery. I just wrote it in on my calendar.
Me too.
It should be warrant 2022 CW 54002.
That's what I have. Do you have that, Attorney Rogers?
Yes, ma'am, I'm aware.
Okay, thank you. State of Georgia versus, and I'm just going to spell it, EPITHASIO is the first name, and last name is Carrillo.
The state's ready.
Rhonda Hill for Mr. Carrillo. I'd like to pre-try that case with the state.
Okay. State of Georgia versus Charles L. Davis.
The state's ready.
And I anticipate that'll be a bond waiver. Just need to pin down a number with Ms. Freeman.
Okay. State of Georgia versus Stajon Raymond Dunlap.
The state's ready.
Judge, I just need to confer with my client for a minute.
Okay, who is speaking?
Stan Schoolcraft, I'm sorry.
Okay. Thank you. State of Georgia versus Antoine Demetrius Evans.
State's ready.
Rhonda Hill for Mr. Evans. I'd like to pre-try that with my client.
State of Georgia versus Olivia Carl Hines Fassbin.
The state's ready.
Rhonda Hill for Mr. Fassbin. I need to pre-try that with my client with the assistance of the interpreter.
Okay. So at some point, I'll put you in a separate breakout room with the interpreter. I'll need to swear her in though. Okay. Let's see. State of Georgia versus Timothy Lee Hamilton Jr.
State's ready.
That'll be a hearing.
That was Ms. Pleasant, correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. State of Georgia versus Rafael Sanchez Hernandez.
That was a consent bond previously done.
State of Georgia versus Tawine Ivy.
The state's ready.
Good morning, Your Honor. Patrice Davis with the Public Defender's Office. That case has been assigned to Brandon Lewis.
Does Mr. Lewis have a conflict this morning as well?
Judge, I haven't gotten any correspondence from Attorney Lewis. I'm not sure when he received notice that he was going to be assigned to the case. But I can certainly, I'll send him an email right now and see if he's aware of it.
Okay. Does Ms. Davis have that information? Do you know when he was assigned to the case, Ms. Davis?
Let me check, Your Honor.
Okay. Next case on the calendar, State of Georgia versus Lachey Quignicia Jackson.
State's ready.
Rhonda Hill for Ms. Jackson. I'd like to pre-try that with the state.
State of Georgia versus Christopher Phillip Jefferson.
State's ready.
That'll be a bond waiver.
And I believe this was a waiver too. State of Georgia versus Marquise Devon King. I believe that was, has that been resolved?
I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
The
Yeah, I
state
was
of
just
Georgia-
gonna say, unless he's represented by someone else, it's my, which, I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but unless he's represented by someone else, no, we haven't done anything.
Yeah, we haven't done that, Judge.
Okay,
The
And you're
the state's
representing-
ready.
okay, the state is ready, okay.
And we're gonna try and work out a bond. I think we might better get to a resolution.
And then State of Georgia versus Corey Murray, I know that was resolved, a waiver, a bond waiver, correct?
Mhm.
State of Georgia versus Carol Oatman.
Ms. Edie,
Ready.
Ms. Edie and Ms. Oakman, we're requesting pretrial. I believe we have this resolved short of a hearing.
Okay, state your full name for the record, sir.
Khalil Edie.
Okay.
Khalil. Last name is Eaddy.
Okay, and I assume is the state ready to go on that one?
Yes, Judge. And so whenever you can put myself and Attorney Edie in a breakout room.
Okay.
Mhm.
State of Georgia versus Michael Joe Ornelas.
That was a consent bond previously done.
State of Georgia versus Jamari Kalen Richardson.
That'll be a consent bond this morning, Judge.
That hasn't been done though, correct?
Right, right. Mhm.
State of Georgia versus Eulelis James Round Senior.
State's ready.
I need to pre-try that case with my client, Mrs. Tiffany Pleasant.
Okay.
Judge, I forwarded Attorney Lewis the link. He responded to my email. I just asked if I could send him the link.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the response.
Attorney Lewis responded to my email and just asked if I could forward him the Zoom link, and I did send it to him.
Okay, thank you. State of Georgia versus Tashawn Mornique. Is it So Rich?
The state's ready.
It's probably gonna be a bond waiver.
Okay.
Ms. Davis, you're not muted.
State of Georgia versus Brandon Spell. I believe that's a waiver.
Yes, we did that yesterday, yes.
State of Georgia versus Gary Joanne Stokes Senior.
The state's ready.
Rhonda Hill for Mr. Stokes. Judge, that one will be a hearing.
Okay. State of Georgia versus Thomas Fitzgerald Sumter.
The state's ready.
I'll announce the hearing on that one, Your Honor, but I'll pre-try with Ms. Freeman and see if we can make it a little more efficient.
Okay. State of Georgia versus Nathaniel Sweatman.
State's ready.
I need to hold on that one and just speak with Mr. Sweat and see what he wants to do this morning.
Okay. And then State of Georgia versus Latanya Thomas, that was already a bond waiver, correct?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
State of Georgia versus Isaiah Dante Walker, that's a waiver as well, correct?
Yes.
And then State of Georgia versus Terrence Westmoreland, that's a waiver.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. State of Georgia versus Irania Jacqueline Woody.
The state's ready, and that's the co-defendant to Gary Stokes.
And Your Honor, Ms. Woody is assigned to Bill Matos.
Okay, spell that for me.
William Matos, last name is Matos. I'll send him an email as well to see if he's aware.
Okay. State of Georgia versus Ontario Yancey.
The state's ready.
Attorney Render on behalf of Mr. Yancey, Your Honor. I'd like to pre-try that case with Ms. Freeman and my client, Judge.
Okay, and state your name for me. Is that your correct name on the camera?
Attorney Render, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that will conclude the calendar for the calendar this morning. Is that correct, Ms. Freeman? Did I miss anyone?
No, I think you could call everyone. I did have Christopher Stodgill on my calendar. I don't know if he was removed, but I had him on the calendar. I don't recall, Your Honor, calling that case.
He's out on bond, Farrell.
He's okay. Thank you. And that was it, Judge.
Okay, great. So that will conclude the calendar for this morning. At this time, I will allow the parties to see if they could work out any type of arrangements for a waiver or either consent bond. So I'll first put, I think Mr. Schoolcraft requested to meet with his client. That's with the jail, correct?
I did, Judge, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with the jail, and then I know the public defenders, you guys can all be in the same breakout room together. Is that correct?